All right, here we are again. It's 31st of January 2026, and I'm here in the Wakulla State Park in Florida, just the panhandle of Florida, maybe 20 or 30 miles south of the capital, Tallahassee. And I pulled off. I was driving up from Crystal City today, probably going to finish the day and stay overnight in Panama City. But I saw the sign for the state park and I figured I'd get in some hiking miles. Still in preparation for the Appalachian Trail. I've registered. My start date right now is 26 March. So I don't have airline reservations or any other real specific plans other than the 26th of March. This year I'm going to be getting on the trail in Georgia and making an attempt at the thru hike for the first time. So today I'm doing close to 10 miles on the trail out here, and it's mostly flat. And I'm not carrying my full bag, my 35 or so pound bag full of camping gear that I'm going to have on the trail. So this is a lightweight training hike. I haven't been getting in nearly as many training miles on trails as I'd hoped. The last 3 weeks I've been driving from, well, about the last month, I drove from Virginia to St. Louis and then down to Nashville and then down to Daytona Beach, Florida, and then over to Crystal City, Homosassa area, where I've been mostly visiting friends and family along the way. And I only camped one night so far, so I'm not really getting in much camping. As you probably know, the weather this season has been extremely cold, and with the exception of a couple of days in the 70s in Florida, it's been cold. I mean, it's in the probably upper 30s right now in the panhandle of Florida and dropping down into the 20s and teens tonight. So it's unusual, but not the greatest camping weather. So I figure I'll start testing out the gear when things get above 40 or so at night. That's probably a little bit weak-minded because I'm sure there's going to be some nights colder than that in the mountains on the AT, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. I plan to have plenty of warm weather gear though starting out, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, these last several weeks I've been away from home, away from the family, and just really doing a lot of thinking about not just the hike and the preparation for that, but just life in general. You know, I turned 50 last summer, and I went and traveled in Scotland for a couple of weeks and lived out of a small van and did a lot of hiking and sightseeing over a couple of weeks. And then a month later, a massive capillaries exploded on the back of my brain and put me in the hospital, and I was in the neurosurgeon's ICU for a while, and then I was basically half paralyzed. The right side of my body was paralyzed. I couldn't move for a while and had no balance, and really started getting back into hiking and mountain biking only a couple of months ago, 3 months ago or so. So that'll sort of reset your appreciation for life and mobility and health and all the things that I know most of us, including myself, take for granted. And I'm just appreciating every step on the trail right now. And I'm going to try to feel the same sort of gratitude and appreciation on the trail as I go in March and beyond. And I haven't seen a lot of people out here. In fact, I've seen nobody here today. I did a 20-mile mountain bike ride the other day in the central part of the state, and I saw one other person the whole day. So I'm kind of like starved for outdoors people connection, you know? That's one of the things I'm most looking forward to being on the trail, is actually like being around like-minded people who want to be in nature and appreciate the challenge and the difficulty and the connection with the elements and the trees and the dirt and the leaves and the rocks, and they just understand that life is more than making money and accumulating stuff and proving to everybody that you're worth something. So that's yeah, the hike's going to be cool, but I think linking up with people who are more like me than I've had a chance to really interact with recently is going to be awesome too. Okay, so I want to hear in the comments about your plans for this year. What are you doing to make the most of your current situation, whether it's good health or stability or good family situation or looking at the positives in your life? What are you going to do this year to take advantage of that and enjoy it and hopefully have some fun? I want to hear about it. So until next time, I got a few miles left here today, and then I'll head west for a couple hundred miles, and then hopefully get some mountain biking and hiking in the next several days as it warms up. All right, we'll see you next time.